Good day to you. Many have been waiting for this particular set of videos, which I promised to do as next, and this has to do with the pancreas. Now, before you start thinking about diabetes and such like, okay, a lot of people do have it, but around 80% of the total population of the first world have a problem with the pancreas. Don't really know what the problem is, but we'll come back to that in a minute, because the first thing I want to do is to just say an enormous thank you to everybody who's been downloading and using the fear dissolving videos, and then especially to those who've put the videos up on their own websites, and those who have burnt the videos onto DVDs to hand out to people who haven't got a high-speed internet connection. Really enormous thank you. Please keep doing it. Please keep using the videos. If we get 10 million and one person using the fear dissolving videos every day, then we get a chain reaction right around the world, and we get an enormous outbreak of peace. So, where is the pancreas? It's about here. It's a little thing. It's about that thick and about that long, and it lies sort of in the middle of the body, sort of behind the large intestine and in front of the kidney. This has a lot of functions, only one of which is known to medicine, and that is to produce insulin to control the blood sugar level. Much, much more important is the way in which the informational structure of the pancreas responds to the emotional expectations of the owner, you. Someone who has a learned expectation that receiving love or getting love is difficult will create problems with their pancreas. Now, note, most first world religions teach that love is something which has to be earned, not something that you're just given. You have to do something. You have to be extra good. You have to go to church every Sunday, or God won't love you. You've got this sort of pressure controlling society, forming society. Is it any wonder that so many people have problems with their pancreas? You combine a structure like this and then make it intense with some bias. For example, someone who has been receiving the entire attention of the family, and then suddenly a brother or a sister is born and they are shut out. This is why you frequently see someone who is a diabetic who has a younger brother or sister, maybe 3 or 4 years younger, because this sort of dramatic change in their life has taken place, and suddenly they go into a permanent judgment. I've done something wrong. I'm not good enough to be loved. You add that to the consumption of cow dairy produce, cow's milk, butter, cheese, quark, yogurt, cream, all this sort of stuff, and you can easily create diabetes mellitus, and that is where instead of producing insulin as the normal cell replication takes place within the pancreas, instead of functioning cells, placeholder cells are created, and gradually the pancreas ceases to produce insulin. Diabetes mellitus is in no way to be confused with other diseases which have been given the label diabetes by medicine. So diabetes type 2 has nothing whatsoever to do with the pancreas. It has to do with the hypothalamus, and it's caused primarily by intense emotional swings. Diabetes insipidus has to do with the thymus gland and unklarheit about where am I, who am I. So don't think diabetes when you think pancreas problems. Think, why am I living in a world in which the expectation is that I reject love because I think, I believe that I haven't earned it? This is the theme that we'll be working through with these videos. We'll be dissolving this imposed rejection of love. That's what we're going to do. Maybe long term, maybe that some people who are diabetics will gradually regain a functioning pancreas. That I can't guarantee. Could happen, could not happen. Even if I could guarantee it, it would be, in many countries, including Germany, where I'm sitting right now, a criminal act to promise it. So I'm not going to do it. But it might happen. Only thing I can guarantee you is that whatever you do when you're looking, however often you watch these videos and receive these transmissions, you can never ever receive anything harmful. Nothing bad could ever happen to you. There are lots of people who have brown shadows around the eyes. This is a sign that the pancreas is not working properly. It is also combined with the liver. It means that the liver is also not working properly. What it is this combination of the expectation of not receiving enough love in order to survive, combined with the anger of not receiving enough love to survive. So we have this sort of vicious circle, and they keep supporting each other. And this is why we get the brown shadows. This is likely to disappear, but it may be that before it completely disappears, you'll have to use the liver videos as well, which I don't know when they're going to be recorded. But just note that that is what this brown shadow means. So just to show how unrehearsed and spontaneous these videos are, I don't even know how many sections this is going to be. So you'll have to look at the label which overlays the beginning of this video to find out how many parts there are to it. So now we go into part 2.